So with the help of wind, the blades, they move and they drive the machine, and we can pump out water with the help of machine. What are wind farms? Wind farm is an area where number of windmills are installed. Where do we see such kind of windmills? These are found in the coastal areas, open grasslands. Why so? Because these areas, there is no obstruction in the way of the wind. Wind moves very fast. What are the advantages? Advantages, as I told you, almost same, but one is different. Where we install these windmills, same land can be used for growing crops. So landowner can generate additional income. Next source of energy is tidal energy. Tidal energy is harnessed by the rise and fall of water in the sea. It is due to sun and moon's gravitational pull. Now, how this energy is generated? On the sea coast, we look for such a site where we can construct a barrage like this. This is land or the coast, and we have constructed a barrage over here, and this is the reservoir where the water is collected. When high tide comes, water gets stored in this reservoir. Now, when high tide comes, the turbine runs. Turbine rotates the generator and electricity is generated. During high tide, water enters the reservoir, turns the turbine and generator. The reverse process takes place during low tide. Prospective sites: Gulf of Kutch, Gulf of Cambay, Sundarbans, Lakshadweep Islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Advantages are again same, inexhaustible, requires less maintenance, eco-friendly, and energy can be produced even if the water moves at low speed. Next source of energy is geothermal energy. This type of energy we harness from the areas where we have geysers or hot springs. These areas, the steam comes from the interior of the earth, and the temperature of these hot springs is almost 35 degrees Celsius to 98 degrees Celsius. Now, how it works? In this case, where there is a fracture in the surface of earth in the interior, the hot water from the rock, hot water through pores comes on the surface. Due to drop in pressure, it converts into steam, and steam turns the turbine, turbine turns the generator, and electricity is generated. What are the advantages? It is easily accessible, eco-friendly, independent of weather and season, independent of external supply also. Distribution: Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh, Pugga Valley in Ladakh, and there are few provinces: Himalayan province, Naga Lushai, Andaman Nicobar Islands, Cambay Graben, Son, Narmada, Tapi Graben, Damodar Valley, Mahanadi and Godavari Valley, where this geothermal energy can be harnessed. Next source of energy is nuclear. Now, this nuclear energy is generated by the radioactive elements, uranium, thorium. What is nuclear fission? Now, nuclear fission, heat and steam, because of nuclear fission, heat and steam is generated, and they give power to the turbine and generator starts. Two main types of nuclear reactors are there. One is PWR, the other is BWR. Now this PWR is pressurized water reactor. Under this what happens? Water is heated but it doesn't boil. So water turns into steam when circulated through pipe. And in case of BWR, the water directly heats up and it starts boiling. 21 nuclear reactors are in operation. Uranium and thorium, they are found in Jharkhand, and we also get some thorium from the monazite sands of Kerala. Advantages: it reduces the use of fossil fuels, lowers greenhouse gases. The cost of nuclear fuel is 20% of the cost is less, 20% of the cost of energy generated. The production is continuous, reduces price volatility of other fuels. Next source of energy is biogas. Biogas is composed of methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide. How is it produced? It is produced by the anaerobic degradation. Anaerobic degradation means breaking down of the organic matter by bacteria in the absence of oxygen. What happens? Fermentation takes place and hydrocarbon gas, mainly methane and alcohol, is produced. And the residue which is left behind is also used for it is used as manure. How this biogas energy is generated is explained with the help of this diagram which is given in your book. You can study this diagram. There is inlet from where the slurry is given to this is digester tank, goes to the digester tank, and this is the outlet, and here the gas get collected. Then it is mentioned here, night soil. What do you mean by night soil? Human excrement collected at night from various places which is used as manure. So advantages are also given. Advantages are almost same. It is clean gas, non-polluting and cheap. There is direct supply of gas from the plant, so there is no storage problem. Sludge which is left behind, it is a rich fertilizer containing bacterial biomass. So these type of sources of energy are promoted by the government.